Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you are new to this channel, please kindly subscribe to this channel. Um, I'm making this video now because I just saw something that is really disturbing. Like truly is very disturbing. I just saw a video. It's just like, and I'm gonna put the link to that video on the description the description link down. I'm gonna put the link down here. That video, I saw, I say it's very disturbing because it's really troubling for me to watch such a show of shame and such show of foolishness go on. And the question I asked myself, what could have prompted this thing that happened today? And that thing has to do with the inauguration of the present Anambra State Governor, the newly elected Anambra State Governor. That is um, Chukwemeka Soludo, right? For people who do not know, there's an election that just went on in Nigeria, and some governors were newly elected, and then now there is today the newly elected governor of one of the states in Nigeria is being inaugurated. The inauguration ceremony was going on. So there in that inauguration, there was a short clip of a fight that broke out between the wife of the outgoing governor and the wife of one of the what word would I use for her? One of the elder statesmen of that same state, Anambra State, in the person of Bianca Ojukwu. Everyone that knows Nigeria, that knows the history of Nigeria, will know about this man, Chukwemeka Ojukwu. He's late now. He was an elder statesman. He was a freedom fighter. So you can use so many things to describe him, but he was a great man that lived, and then his wife. And from what I understand, I think that's the point. The wife was the minister, not minister, sorry, ambassador, Nigerian ambassador to Spain. Okay, having seen the caliber of these two women, one is the former ambassador. I believe she is former. I don't know if she's still now ambassador to Spain, and then the wife of an outgoing governor. Both of them in the inauguration ceremony of the newly elected governor, and they are where a fight broke up. When I mean a fight, I didn't mean that they were exchanging words. There was actually touching. Somebody slapped somebody. I watched this video, and to me, I felt it was so disturbing. It was very disgraceful. It's a very disgraceful video to watch. And the question I asked myself, watching that 1 minute and 30 something seconds video, is what could have prompted this disgraceful show of shame by these two women who are supposed to be role models to our daughters, who are supposed to be role models to our children, who are supposed to be role models to the younger generation, who are supposed to be people that people look up onto. What could have prompted such show of shame in a public event like that, and an important event like that? From what I see in the video, I think the Bianca Ojukwu, who is the wife, the former ambassador to Spain, was already seated. She was actually sitting beside the outgoing governor, and that thing was happening as at the time the newly elected governor was taking the oath of office. Then in that short video, the wife of the newly elected governor walked up to her. I do not know what happened. I do not know what they said and who said what and what happened. The next thing I saw was she slapped. There was a slap. And then Bianca got up, and then they were actually going into a fist fight in a public event like that. And I asked myself again, what could have prompted such foolishness by these two women? What could have prompted such stupidity, such show of shame by these two women that are supposed to be role models to our children? Okay, leave our children aside. What kind of message are they passing to their own children? And I asked myself, someone like Obiano, this is the wife of the outgoing governor. I believe when she was in the office, she must have had opportunities of talking to some of the students. I don't know what she did while she was the first lady of the state. And I believe that at some point she may have maybe had the opportunity of visiting schools, or maybe having been invited to one occasion or the other to speak to young girls and young women. I don't know if something like that ever happened. And now to see somebody like that come to a public arena, in a public place like this, fighting. And I ask myself once again, what could have prompted such foolishness? And then Bianca, obviously, because from what I understood, initially when I saw the video, I didn't know who was sitting and who was standing. It was when I read the information that I realized that the person who was already seated, because from the way the whole thing was narrated, I think the wife of the outgoing governor came to the event a little bit late, but her husband was already seated. And to think that this one would do this thing, not just in front of, before the public, before the people who are supposed to be, she's supposed to be their boss or something, and in front of her husband, so disrespectful, and so disrespectful to even the governor that is taking the oath. She did not just disrespect herself, she disrespected her husband, disrespected the entire Anambra people, she disrespected the office that she was holding, she disrespected everything that made her a first lady. To think that such a thing could happen, I ask myself, and this is where I always have problem with the kind of people that we bring into public positions in a place like Nigeria, because these are people who all they know is, when they wear dress up and they come out, you think that they have a little bit of common sense in them, but deep down within them, they have no common sense. That is what could propel such a person to come to such an event that is being covered by the whole world. What could have been the provocation? Whatever is the provocation. And I want to say this, I want to believe that probably whatever that happened that caused this event, probably is something that has been brewing. Or maybe somebody will jokingly say, is she angry that her husband is no longer the governor? For crying out loud, whatever it may be, it is high time for people who are held in high esteem to begin to understand that there are people that are looking up onto them. The words you say, the actions you put up, the things you do, there are people that are being influenced by it. And we ask ourselves, what kind of legacy, what kind of message, what kind of thing are we giving out there for our children to learn? And today we look around our society, we see there's a lot of moral decadence. There's a lot of immorality, there's a lot of things going on. And sometimes we ask ourselves, why is it happening? Because the likes of these people who are placed in a place of authority, cannot respect themselves, cannot, respect themselves, cannot behave themselves in a public place. What could have prompted such an action? Whatever it is, couldn't it have waited after the event? Maybe if you want to address it anywhere, couldn't it have waited? Why choose that event? Why choose that place? What is that thing that you could not control, you could not hold in with yourself? What is that thing? What could have prompted such foolishness? Honestly speaking, I saw this video and I felt it's so appalling. It's so disgusting to watch. Two full-grown women that have mothers at home. They have people, they have younger sisters, they have, this, and they come out in public. Oh my, I don't know, like I said, it's a public show of shame. These two women needs to be brought to a place where they have to render an apology to the whole world, to the children, to, what could have prompted such a thing? What could have prompted such a thing? From what I understand from the news, it's like I think the aggressor here, I don't know, I'm just saying from what I see. I watched the video. I'm going to put a link to the video for whoever that wants to watch. It's just a very short video that was recorded. Probably, maybe as time goes on, more information about this particular situation thing might come up. But for now, what I saw was like a video that's like a minute, 30 something seconds that somebody got and posted it. Just looking within that a minute and 30 something seconds, you can see foolishness play out. You can see this woman, the way she walked down where this other person was sitting and said whatever she said, and the next thing was a slap. Are you serious? In a public event like that, This is the wife of the outgoing governor. Oh my God. I want to, please, all those people that we bring into, public offices, it's high time we start begin to hold them accountable for the things that they do, for the foolishness that they because these people are not teaching our children well. One thing we don't understand, as a mother, I know that everything I do that my children are watching, everything I do is impacting my children in one way or the other. The same way when I go outside, whatever we do, the children will think, oh, this is what our world has turned into. Now we begin to ask, why is there so much violence in our society? Where is there so much disrespect? Why is there so much this, so much that? Because the people who are supposed to be the role models, they are failing in their duties. They are failing in the things they're supposed to do. They are failing in, maintaining that standard of respect and repute. That standard that desires people to actually, see that, yeah, this person really deserved to be where he is. And to think that such a thing happened, and at this point I'm asking myself, what did Obiano do when his wife was demonstrating that foolishness in that place? Because I saw him sitting down and I did not see him. I don't know what he would have done, because from what I understood, from the news, I think that when the whole thing happened, I think from the news they said he got up and he left because the oath was already taken out. Like, I don't know. Mrs. Obiano, whatever, I don't even know what your first name is, and at this point I don't think I care to know, but I want to tell you that whatever you demonstrated here today was a public show of disgrace. Bianca responding, that is so stupid of you, both of you. What could have prompted such nonsense? What could have prompted such foolishness? What could have prompted such a thing? What could have made you to look? I always tell people, there is no law, human or divine, that gives anybody the right to disrespect anybody. No law gives anybody the right to disrespect anybody. Because what I see there was pure, I don't know if there was something that happened before, and like I said before, I want to believe probably there's something that was brewing before now, but why choose that event to display the such nonsense? You will see the way she walked up there and, display that. And do people even realize that there are children who are watching these things? What kind of society are we creating? What kind of world are we creating? What kind of thing are we, giving additional there for our children to see? It is so disgraceful. It is very, very appalling. It is so humiliating. It is the one of the highest show of shame I've ever seen in recent times. Mrs. Obiano, shame on you. Shame on you for that action you put out there. Shame on you. Shame on you. That is what I'm going to say. Shame on you. And Bianca, both of you. You guys owe Anambra State an apology. You owe an explanation. You owe Soludo an apology. You owe the people of Anambra, and you owe the world an apology for that foolishness. What do you think your children will do for you, do when they see things like this? Do people even think of all these things? It is so, honestly speaking, it is so appalling. That is just the word I will. It's so disgraceful. I saw that and I felt like I just need to talk about it. My point is this: as adults, we need to realize that the words we speak, the actions we put out, that we have children who are watching us. You cannot at one time, as the wife of a governor, giving all these wonderful speeches that have been written for you, that you know that it's just something that people write, and that means you don't even believe some of the things that you tell the world. You don't even believe the things that the messages you pass to all these young girls. Because if you can, 1 minute you're telling them all about dignity, self-respect, this, that, and the next week you're coming out in a public arena. Come on now. In a public arena to display this kind of foolishness, shame on you. That is all I have to say. Shame on you. That is just all I have to say. As always, whatever is your thought, feel free to leave it at the comment section. I will post the link. You can go and watch the video and just give your thoughts of what you saw in that place. With this, I will say thank you for watching.